Hi everyone, it's Sandhya. What's really interesting is that Facebook is not able to find my microphone. So I was trying out the Yeti again to make sure that it could work this time around because I'm trying to accommodate like a lot of people here, and some people like the solfeggio tone up front, other people don't. Depending on your technology, the sound comes out louder than my voice. And maybe that's the way it's supposed to be for you. I honestly am not able to really mix that. I'm not in a mixing studio. I don't have that capability. It's not like, I'm working with a sound studio. I am in my apartment. And so when it comes to all that, and I don't have a whole system background with music and all of that. All I'm trying to do is just do a little sound healing and do some card pulls. And you know I get it if you want to hear my voice, if you don't want to hear my voice, if the sound is too loud and all of that, but you've also got to realize that I'm working out of my apartment. I am not in an expensive mixing sound studio, in LA or something. I'm in Manchester, New Hampshire. Um, and those kind of places do cost money. So I don't know or necessarily think that this would necessarily be for free if I were working in a sound studio, right? So we've all got to accommodate with what we have. And what I would just say is that if your technology is presenting this video in a certain way where you can see me, but my voice is not, that high, or you can't hear me, or you're hearing the Schumann resonance a lot louder, maybe you're meant to hear it that way. And not feel anything about that and not allow that to trigger you. I mean, all of our different technologies are going to be different because honestly, when I hear these videos, my voice comes out really loud. Like, and I kind of cringe because maybe it's too loud. So I kind of also lowered the volume on this video because I kind of know with my headphones to like lower the sound on my laptop. But again, all I'm saying is technology is going to be different for each of us. So I'm going to ask you that you try to tune it your way so that you can hear it your way if that's what you want to do. If it's too much work and it's too much effort, then what I would say is this. This shouldn't be hard for you. If you're feeling into it and you're just like, this is too hard, I don't want to hear it this way, then you can try for adjustment, but maybe those are the ones that you're not necessarily supposed to hear or that you're not supposed to connect with. Maybe it's just not for you at this point in time, and that's fine. It's not that at every point in time you're going to want sound healing. Sometimes you need to rest from it. Sometimes it needs to be something else that needs to come in to help you out. Like, that's why it's a mix. That's why it's never going to be the same every day. That's why you have many different tools to use, right? That you can reach out to. Like, for me, yeah, any sound healing is going to be good for me. Even toning and even light language are going to be excellent for me. And those are two other tools that you can use, where you can try and create it yourself, or you can go to someone else who does that. I mean, I'm working on that. I'm trying to get there with light language and other things. But it's all part of the repertoire, right? So, I mean, I have different instruments, so I'll use the different instruments at different times. So this is just to say that, you know, if it's not sounding right to you, then maybe you need to stay away from it for a couple of days until it is right for you. And again, you know, and I have no feeling around that or about that. I mean, this is for you when you're ready for it, when you want to hear it. It's not for every day. Some people can listen to music every day and this type of sound every day. And others may not want to do it every day, and that's absolutely fine. You know, for me, this is just something that I'm putting out there, that I'm sharing with you guys, and I'm just putting it out there that that's what it's there for. It's to share. If you get something out of it, I'm very, very happy for that. You know, and if you want more, there's going to be more on my business page. I do have some MP3s coming up. I do have my sound healing tomorrow, which is going to be on Zoom, and it's going to be recorded, and it's by donation. So you get to choose the energy exchange. But I mean, let's just be clear that I'm doing this out of my apartment on my laptop at home. And I've been shuffling the cards, and we're 7 minutes in, and I'm still not feeling a card come out. Let's just, I'm putting these at my heart, removing any kind of energy, and just starting to shuffle. Although my energy is pretty clear. So what I will say right now is, as you guys are here, you know, just ground into Mother Earth and bring in Source and bring your higher selves into your hearts and really just connect in, because I've already created the container this morning, and we are in a safe space, safe place, safe space-time dimension, and we are creating healing with the Schumann resonance. And since I'm having such a hard time saying resonance, and sometimes I say residence, let's just call it the Schumann wavelength. Let's recognize physics. Why not? And here we go. I live in beauty and harmony. And I love all the colors on this. So that's beautiful. I live in beauty and harmony. So also what I need to tell you is that there was a lot of construction noise outside my building this morning. So if you start hearing that, just make it part of the whole experience. And let's just stay in the energy of hearing the sound. And we are listening to the 7.83 Schumann resonance. So one of the things that I did want to tell you is I did go out yesterday, and I spent time outside, and then I came back in. So from 1:17 p.m. in the afternoon till 10:20 p.m. when I went to bed, I was listening to the Schumann resonance. I had such a wonderful sleep that night. It actually, like, I was in bed at like 10:30. And I was amazed that, and I had turned it off during the evening because I was like, this is, I think the longer that I listen, the more I'm going to get used to it. And wow, Facebook is flickering every other second. So just know that if it goes out during the sound, I will give you a full sound session. So if Facebook just goes out altogether, I will come back and do like a 10-minute session in sound. And that's just so you know, keeping it real. But so this stuff is good stuff. I love the tone. It's quite different than the others. Like the others can be loud and just a single tone, but this is like back and forth, back and forth. Like there's a negative, positive, like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it's kind of cool. And like I said, it reminds me of like cicadas talking to each other. It has that sort of beat, really fast beat. So, and just so you know, green tea, no coffee. Starting the coffee, no coffee. And I have my wonderful pink quartz, rose quartz. So we're bringing in lots of love. And it's right here by my laptop. So we're bringing the energy of love in. And let's tune into the Solfeggio tone, right? And I'm using the black ZenTube because it's really weird, but I'm feeling like a lot of energy around relationships just coming into the side and wanting to get spoken to. So we want to work with relationships. Before we start, I'm just going to say if you're driving a vehicle or operating heavy machinery, please listen later. And the rest of us, we're already grounded. We've already connected with Source, brought Source in. So just feel that energy in your physical body, in your chakra core. And we're moving that energy out. And our higher selves are in our heart. And moving the energy of Source and Mother Earth out into our 7 energy layers and into our aura and our physical environment. We're just letting all this pink and gold light just move in our energy field, moving back and forth. And we're releasing any energy that's not ours, that might be in our energy field. And we're letting that go. Sending it back to whoever it belongs to. And we're bringing in any of our own energy that wants to come back to us from any space-time dimension. And we're bringing it into our energy container, into our field, and assimilating that energy with the power of Source and the Schumann resonance, allowing that energy, that piece of us that's returning, to come back into the heart, to allow our higher self to love this piece and thank it for coming back. Feeling greater, feeling our container accept more with this new energy coming in that's ours, allowing ourselves to open up more, feeling energized, assimilating that energy in our heart, allowing it to become one with us again. And then looking at our energy field and looking out for our boundaries and seeing our boundary. Seeing that strong boundary. And we're going to strengthen that. We're going to send more energy into that to make our boundaries strong. And to allow ourselves to keep these boundaries and be sovereign in our energy. And we ask Archangel Michael to come in. We ask the beings of light to be all around us and support us and love us and send us light as we're doing this work to connect with us and work with us. And we're asking Michael to check that boundary and to look for any pockets of energy within our energy field that needs to get healed. We ask him to send in that blue light of his to work on those pieces and parts of the energy that might be lingering in our system that need clearing. And he uses his blue light to work on those parts and disintegrate that negative energy that's there. And then Source and Mother Earth's energy goes there and fills it in. And so we are filled with Source and Mother Earth's energy. And the Schumann resonance comes in, the tone, equalizing our energy to the neutral field, healing us, allowing us to feel neutral, aligning to neutrality, being coherent with our neutral field. And then we expand our energy out into the room that we're in, into the building that we're in, into the community that we're in. into the city that we're in, to the state that we're in, into the country that we're in, into the continent that we're in, to the earth that we're on, expanding out now into the solar system, into the universe. And as we're out here, the higher self comes into the higher heart. And we bring up the part of us that wishes to connect with community into the higher heart with the Schumann resonance, with source. And we see ourselves on this green plain of fields, laying in the grass, relaxing into the grass, feeling grounded and connected into the mother. And we see her coming towards us. With love and light all around her, smiling at us. And we feel the connection. And that piece of us feels connected into the mother. And there's source energy. And as we're relaxing on this green field, green pasture, and Mother Earth kisses our third eye open. And we see what we're meant to see. And that piece of us sees how we're meant to commune with the earth and how we're meant to commune with community. How do we connect? And we see ourselves on the universal plane, surrounded in universal love, on the universal grid. We feel in our bodies, and we go and we look, and we see ourselves in peace, in harmony, and we see that we live in beauty and harmony on this earth, on Mother Earth. And we look to connect with the Mother even more. And we see how we're meant to connect with her. And Source surrounding us in this beautiful gold energy. Mother Earth's love and light just surrounding us. And the Schumann resonance relaxing us, allowing whatever needs to come off our body to come off. We're in the pure natural greenness of the earth, grounded into the soil, into the energy, And Source is surrounding us and witnessing us and seeing the connection and enlivening this connection and allowing us to see the connection that we have with this beautiful space and place called Earth. And we release even more tension, going into relaxation and just being in this natural earth energy that Source meant us to connect with, to be in, to help us relieve the dullness, the pain, realizing to ourselves that we are what we are being here on Earth. It's all us. It's how we see it. It's how we perceive it. And we have the ability to change it by changing our attitude. Feeling even more relaxed and allowing Source to show us how being on Earth helps us to heal ourselves, to find that natural relaxation point and peace and harmony. Allowing the alchemy of being on the green and greening allows us to alchemize any vibration and change it. And how choosing differently allows us to be different chemically. We have the power of perception. And that is the magic. And we thank Source. We thank Mother Earth. We thank all the beings of light. We thank Archangel Michael. We start walking back to our heart. And we know we're connected to Mother Earth. We're grounded and balanced in her energy. We know we're grounded and balanced into Source's energy and connected in to both the Mother and Source. And we are back in our hearts. And our higher self hugs the part that came with us to connect with Mother Earth and Source and the higher heart. And we assimilate into the higher self. And we capture the magic. And we retain it in our hearts. In the higher self. And we start bringing our energy back in from the universe to our solar system, back to Earth, back to the continent that we're on, back to the country that we're in, back to the state that we're in, back to the city that we're in, the community that we're in, back to the building that we're in, back to the room that we're in, back into our energy field. And we say thank you to Source, Mother Earth, the beings of light all around us, Archangel Michael, thank you. All our teams, thank you. Amen. Jai Bhagwan, and so it is. And we are in our energy. We're strong in our boundaries. Our aura is strong. And our physical environmental space is filled out to the edges. And we are sovereign in our energy. We are so I am that. So be it. And slowly we come back into the room that we're in, to our bodies, feeling our bodies, wiggling our fingers and our toes, just moving parts of our body that want to move, feeling back in. Taking some deep breaths. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Just want to thank you all for being here. I did give you a minute or so in the Schumann resonance so that you could again, hear it again and again if that's what you wanted to go to in the end. And what's really cool is those silences with the Schumann wavelength. It really does honestly allow you to connect in and see what's coming up for yourself, and hopefully look at it objectively, and then allow yourself to see how you can align to phasing this issue out, and what you can do for the next day to help it release from you, if that's what you want. You know, it's always a choice. And especially in those moments, you're open to all your choices. And choose it as you will. Have a great day, guys. I'm actually feeling really good right now. And I hope you are too. Peace and harmony. I live in harmony and beauty. Bye.